Wait, Vivian! Oh, was she the one punishing them? Found you? Chosen one? Can you imagine? She has 5-inch heels. Like, where can I zoom? She has really big, really tall heels. So if she were to take off her shoes, she wouldn't be that tall. Hello, Vivian, we meet again. She has quite a pretty jewel over here. Oh, she's not carrying her umbrella. I like the music in the background over here. Belle is pretty short. She's wearing like a bit of a padded shoes already. Hello, Vivian. Cutscene time. Lycaon's wolf here is here. Is it time to fight? He calls him traitor. Lycaon's really upset. Lycaon versus Hugo! The fight I've always wanted to see. Hugo seems kind of weak here. Briefcase upgrade type. Time for the formal fight, wow. Lycaon versus Hugo. With Balrons in between? That's really dangerous. Master Proxy, wow. Oh, be prepared to kneel before me, traitor, when we're fighting. You talk too much? Hello, Hugo. Oh, yikes. Why does his attacks look so much more cooler than our attacks? We can build days. He shoots like a laser beam out of his sight. I wonder if this is how actual Hugo is going to play. You're almost done. Feel free to ask for a refill. Advise against trusting anyone from the Mayflower family. You two have to fight. He even casually lays back on his side after attacking. I wanna watch him attack somewhere. And then he shoots a big laser beam. Yeah, here. He leans back on his side. Oh, the music here is pretty nice too. Alright, Hugo, time to take you all down. Oh, does he not get stunned? Oh, I didn't stun him. Hey, does that mean like Lycaon can actually beat Hugo in a fair fight? Big one. Hugo, you. Oh, cause he killed everyone? What if it was? Have you been planning this all along? Oh? Shaco and Antono. This Sweetily bot is just catching up. Thank you, Shaco, for gifting 4 subscriptions to the stream earlier. Let me know if there's a song you'd like me to play on stream, and then I can play it later. Our alerts must be behind. You bury all these lives in the name of vengeance. They deserve to die. Especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago. Many, many years earlier. There are some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into the world. Sometimes murder is to save, to bring justice back into the world. For that, I must stain my hands in blood. And that's when Lycaon decided to leave. Anywhere, someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before. Why now Hugo calls him a traitor because he went to work for the Mayflowers. We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog? Are you going to betray me? The mayor is different, but it doesn't matter. Please stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you. Wait, what? Tears? But why is she crying so much? Wait, what just happened? And we even got a cutscene? Welcome back, Aria. What was that scene? What? She called her 大小姐. Are you alright? You look so sad. Are you okay, Vivian? Is it because she called her that title? It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So, what are you doing here? Wait, that was such a random scene. Show her you can cry better. She was crying because Raze forgot her laundry again. Don't worry, I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone. Sienna's actually she's a bigger part of the story than I imagined. You're my contact for intel? That's me, Ambi from Silver Squad. Pleasure to meet you. I'm going to exchange some info with Miss Ambi here, so if you'll excuse me. Sienna steps to the side with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern. You don't look so good. I can tell you later, but not right now. That's all the info I have for you. In return, I want you to agree to something. Thank you, Nick, for the hydrate. Let me drink some water. Have a safe drive to Aiko. Sienna wants to go into the hollow. No rush, Master Proxy. There's no rush. Let's all go together. safer with more people and will find her missing item more quickly.
谢谢你们。
Oh, and then they blamed it on her. It is common, it is a human psychology thing for people to blame the person that brings them the news. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again. Prophecies, she says. Look at the full picture. What's everyone pointing fingers at her? I see. Poor Vivian. She was only telling them the news. Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth. Little Vivian. If only she would just disappear. I just wanted to warn you all. Well, what is this shot? Quite a... Hugo looks quite pretty in this picture. I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I was thinking he was treating Vivian like a sister. Serena is his little sister. Past little sister. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian adores you, whether you're Phaethon or just Belle. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you, strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope, I beg you, please keep her safe. Why does that sound like a party message? What's that supposed to mean? He's about to go on his own mission. Cause he had his whole deal. Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light like you. He's about to descend into the shadows. Not even Vivian can agree with all of my beliefs. One day, we'll go our separate ways. I like the shot of Hugo. Let me take a picture. Hugo CG. You probably heard from Lycaon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world, but never under any circumstances would we take another human life. Initially, I stayed true to those words until that incident. My father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily.
因为我想到了那个该死的誓言，我想到他们一遍又一遍试图劝说我的话。
But I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me.
但正因如此，更多无辜的人死去。
I had a feeling, and then he felt bad. It's one of those. I didn't do it because of that. Innocent people died, all because of him.
如果我先一步杀了他，那么一切的悲剧就都不会发生。
If I had killed him first,
这样的人本身就没有活着的
then
资
none
格。
of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live.
从那之后，我终于意识到，有时候杀一个人，
After
真的
that,
可以救更多人。
I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others. I understand where you're coming from.
我知道你会懂的。薇薇安是个善良的孩子，
Vivian has a
我不
good
想弄
heart.
脏她的手。
I don't want her to get her hands
但
dirty.
你知道的，这个世界上总有人需要成为坏人。
But you know how it is in this world? Someone has to be the bad guy. Don't worry, I trust you. I trust you, Hugo.
可能
Impossible.
你明明答应了要帮我调查橙色会的事的。
Poor Vivian. It's okay. Vivian has Lord Faith on. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltus.
你说，反身鸟的存在就是为了竭尽所能给世界一点公平。
Told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world.
都是骗我的吗？
Were you just lying to me?
你太容易相信别人了，薇薇安。
You're too gullible,
告诉
Vivian.
过你，每个人都会说谎。
I also told you, everybody
为了
lies.
隐藏最真实的目的，人们总是轻率地说出各式各样的
To
话。
hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly they don't even bat an eye.
真是一出精彩的背叛戏码。
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing. At this round, I feel like Hugo can ZZZ could go down the route of killing off their first playable character. Hugo's so mean to Vivian though. Now Vivian's gonna think Hugo betrayed him.
会稍微让
Just like how Soldier 11 thinks Ambi betrayed her. I bet it hurts him to say that, for sure.
我的手下们还需要谨慎地取出你们身后那只生命。
My men still have some delicate handiwork to do to extract that sacrifice behind you.
不会让你得逞的。
Over my dead bodies is... Oh. Is it time for another Hugo fight? I will become the weekly boss. He still has the same moves from before. Whoa. Did he just perfect dodge us?
破绽百出。
That was a really interesting... He didn't do that in like Lycaon fight. Lycaon! Pick you up. Out.
太弱了。
He hasn't done the attack in a while.
保护好自己。
Oh. That looks pretty sick. Oh no, reverse though. Seems like it gives you enough time to dodge afterwards.
通电时刻。
Andy.
注意别发
How come I'm not Ren for real? And that sounded like a parry. Lycaon! Kick him!
算你们厉害，但很可
You
惜，
got me, but too bad.
我也有自己的方式。
I have my own methods.
你要做什么？
Is he gonna jump?
来做选择，
Oh!
是深鬼核心，还是你们最爱的
He took Belle hostage? Make your choice. The sacrifice core or your precious Phaethon? What about killing Hartman?
我知道你刚刚趁机偷走了什么，
I know you took
别
it.
忘了，这些是我教给你的。
Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
我知道
Oh, Vivian's weak. The core is yours. Surely Hugo wouldn't actually kill Belle. Just leave Lord Phaethon alone.
可惜了，
What a shame.
你们怎么会天真到相信我会遵守约定？
Did you really think I'd keep my promise?
没错，这就是真正的我。
This is the real me?
怎么，想杀了我吗？不是说生命最为珍贵吗？
Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious?
谢谢你的
Drop
愚蠢的
your
伪装吧
foolish facade.
这家伙果然
I knew it. You. Oh? Lycaon?
他继承了罪恶的种子，
Oh, he's
不要让那
remembering.
种子开花结果。必要的时候，就由你来。
When the time comes, if the time comes, you must be the one. Like Heian when his eyes. Maybe Hugo's doing this to prove a point.
有本事就杀了我，杀了我啊，叛徒！
If you got the guts, go on and kill me. Do it, traitor. He did what Jack told him to do. What is? Thank you, New House for the 5 months. Wait. Wait. He had a smile. Wait, and then he. And then he tossed him off. Maybe they discussed this beforehand, right, chat? Oh, the ending was quite. I almost want to go back and watch it again. Where's the last? The future. I can watch this part again. The future she saw. So this is Vivian looking at Belle. It looks like she's catching. It looks like she's catching Belle. Why does Belle have wings? Do you think it's implying that we're really going to level up? Main character, we got one for sure level up. We can go into the holo this patch. Maybe our main character, they're slowly well, this could also be. Yeah, this is possibly also a symbolism and not actually Belle falling down in the sky. But I'm wondering if it's like leading up to Belle being playable one day, or our MC, like one of the agents, one of the proxies, the siblings becoming a playable one. We die and become an angel. Maybe it's the children of the devil, children of the god, fallen angel. Because we have, these look like the black wings, and then we have a lot of feathers. Maybe that is part of the reference. Welcome, Jumpy Minigame.
恐惧、痛楚、绝望。
Fear, suffering, despair.
毁灭
and destruction. This is the future I see for
法
Lord
童大人，
Phaethon. So I think it is implying specifically one of our MCs. Oh, our eyes got upgraded. And then there was that discussion of the children of devils. Bao became the first bird theorem. Why do birds fly, chat? So they can fall. She's ascending by descending. MC being playable does have a slight chance now with us being able to go back into the hollow. Well, and it's implied that our eyes have other powers too. So it does feel like maybe our MC, maybe we're gonna discover more secrets about our background. The mayor seems to know about us. And then there's the whole Hugo subplot. I really like the main quest this time. I feel like there was like a lot of more in depth, slightly more in depth like character development with learning about everyone's backstories. From Hugo to Vivian to Lycaon. And the Ambi parts. She didn't get a vision for Hugo, so he is fine. That's true. She must be thinking Hugo must be alive because I didn't foresee anything for Hugo. Yeah, Hugo and Vivian. I was really surprised to see Hugo and Vivian getting so many scenes, but I liked it. Carol appears and turns out she was never dead. I can see our teacher Carol still being alive in some shape, way, or form. What if the Phaethon is actually a clone? There is something definitely special about the two siblings. Beneath the twilight. Is this after? Oh, this is after that scene. I wanted to watch this part again.
好吧，算你们厉害，但很可惜。
You got me, but too bad. And this is the part where he runs over. What's interesting about how come Bao was just standing by herself over on the other side? What are you doing? Why aren't you standing? Why is she like in between Hartman and Vivian and like Lycaon and Ambi are like all over on one side, and then we have Bao over by the edge, right in a very strategic position to fall off. And asking to get sweep-proofed. proxy throwing. About random NPC placement. I know, right? Why is she next to the railing? Well, and she's super far from the rest of the party which she walked over with. Scripted. And Belle looks really shocked.
你要做什么？
来做选择吧，是神鬼核心，
Make your choice.
最爱的法厄同。
I did do Ambi's quest. I made sure to do Ambi's quest before continuing my main quest.
我知道你刚刚趁机偷走了什么，别忘了，
我知道了。
I'm surprised Ambi didn't react at all.
你
It felt
法厄同大人，
to me it almost felt like Ambi wasn't necessarily needed, like in the very last part when they went over. She was kind of just there to help us fight a little bit. What does it look like with Wise in which part? Because Ambi in the very last part of the quest feels like she didn't do very much in terms of like the story, or she was just there to sell the banner. I was thinking, was there really a need for Ambi to be here? And then I feel like she didn't really contribute to the story, or like maybe the combat. I guess she was there. She was there to sell, mostly to sell the banner. Cause I thought Ambi being in, like, coming along, she would at least have like a moment to shine or do something. But it felt like she was mostly here to just tag along. Ambi mostly looking for, I guess she did have some motivations. Yeah, she knew Hartman she had that brief dialogue with Hartman when they were talking to each other, and then Hartman said, "I'm sorry about what happened to your friend." I guess, yeah, she could have been there as like the normal person in the room, while Vivian was simping over Phaethon, and like Cohen and Hugo were bickering. Maybe she made a deal with Hugo when they stayed together. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Ambi's character story quest.
可惜了。
I wonder what Bao actually thought about Hugo. If Bao believed that Hugo would have actually killed her.
你们怎么会天真到相信我会遵守约定？
Did you wait? What is he holding in his hand? Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That almost looks like the. It looks a bit different. Oh, he's holding the core. I see.
没错。
Wait, does that mean? Oh, because he caught it. Because Vivian gave it to him. This is the real me. And then he proceeded to continue.
不是说生命最为珍贵吗？谢谢你的愚
And
蠢
then
的伪
Vivian
装
looks to
吧。
Lycaon. Thank you, jumping minigame for the hydrate.
你这家伙，
The part where Lycaon's eyes, it went from the white to the red, and then the music even changed as he thought about what his previous master told him.
他继承了最
Because that's the back of the core. The front has the jewel. Harmon seems to have perked up that the core dropped on the ground. Like Cohen Sheringan.
有本事就杀了我，杀了我啊，叛徒！
I feel like he definitely planned this. Hugo wanted Lycaon to attempt to kill him. Probably serves two purposes. First, it proves that Lycaon himself goes against what he says, that killing people is bad. Because here, Lycaon decided that Hugo didn't deserve to live. And then two, I feel like he probably staged this for the girl that came afterwards. Yeah, here there was a squelch. It sounded like he hit something. So either it could have been like a fake heart. There is a squelch, you can hear the sound, and there is like the blood. But it's possible it's like a staged heart. Or he could go and because of the whole organ operation, he could have gone and gotten another heart afterwards. No, I'm not overthinking. Hugo for sure is alive. I'm sure if I poll chat, most of chat would say Hugo is alive, right? And they also had the organ trafficking storyline, which seems to be an ongoing one. And then look at this part. This part where he smiles. He has the shock face, and then the third frame. The third frame is like him smiling. Cause he actually got what he wanted. Let me drink some water. Yeah, I don't think Hugo and Lycaon planned this, but I think Hugo planned this. I don't know if anyone else is in on it. I feel like Bao should have known. Hugo had like a heart-to-heart with the Bao and was like, I'm going to the dark side. Please take care of Vivian for me. And then he pulls everything. Lycaon, it feels like he was almost baited. He was baited into it. Hugo proved his point though, that even Lycaon broke his own vow. Maybe Lycaon will understand Hugo now. Now Lycaon too has stained his hands. Even if Hugo lives, he had the intention. So now Lycaon can understand Hugo's motivations better. Yeah, Hugo definitely planned it and has a lot planned. I'm excited for 1.7. Lycaon doesn't seem to doubt that Hugo is dead at all though. He's like, I killed him for sure. He smiles there because he's a mockingbird. Proved his side of thinking is correct, and even Lycaon can't keep his vow in times like under certain conditions. You didn't know this game had this much blood? There wasn't this much blood before. The story, I feel like in ZZZ is getting more interesting. You wish... Why would he toss him off? I feel like... Well, this is the part where at first I was like, maybe Lycaon was in on it. Because why would you toss the body off? Like, shouldn't you hang on to the body Lycaon? Why would you push him off the edge? It makes no sense if you weren't in on it. Extra dead Lycaon literally throwing for style points. if you actually wanted to ensure, well, and given that like he knew this guy and he didn't have a bomb or anything. Hugo lost the scarf. Hugo lost his hat after this. The chances of him being dead could be high. Check the internet. Well, I think everyone wants, he wants everyone to think he's dead. For Hugo, if he actually planned this, which I assume he did, he definitely wants the whole world to think he's dead. So then he probably has people planted to post about the death. Or as real, he probably wants the death to seem as real as it can be. And then in one moment in 1.7, he's probably gonna scoop out. He's gonna wish out. Maybe he's so angry that's why he did that. That could be. He might have also been upset with himself too, because he also realized he too decided to go through with killing when he also took a vow to never take, I forgot the exact statement, but never take another's life. And then we see Hugo's falling pose. That was Lycaon did stab. His hand did go through the left part of the heart. Okay, Hugo will have another heart on the right side. What if his new model? Is that why they needed to fix his model? They needed to update it to reflect the latest developments in the plot. He's gonna have a hole on the left side of his chest, and then he's gonna look a bit different. He's gonna come back as a different Hugo in the banner on 1.7. I see. They needed to update the model to be accurate to the story. Poor Vivian. Well, then this is the next part. Lycaon must have been really worried about us. Vivian believes he is still alive. Lycaon insists. And then we get this scene. I'm so curious about our 1.7. Lycaon dropped him into a banner. I like how we can go and rewatch the ZZZ cutscenes. That's one nice part. You can always go back and revisit scenes if you happen to miss them. And then you can watch it again. Ryder is trying to outsmart. I've watched a lot of movies and some anime. I'll be waiting for Hugo to show up in 1.7.